In the news, Nigerian Navy rescues 17 passengers kidnapped on Akwa Ibom Cross River waterways. Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly moves to regulate scrap metal business in the state. Plus, Chief Inyobong Samuel distributes educational materials to pupils in Saratai. Hello, welcome to our news at this time. I am Utabi Archibong with details of the headlines and other stories. A reminder that this broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times channel 103 and our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. We begin with this cheery news that the Nigerian Navy ship Victory has rescued 17 passengers who were kidnapped by suspected sea pirates along the Calabar-Oron maritime route, a major waterway linking Cross River and Akwa Ibom states. The victims were traveling aboard a passenger boat operated by Sea Express Transport Company on 25th September 2025 when the pirates struck. The vessel, which had departed from Calabar to Oron, was reportedly carrying over 30 passengers at the time of the incident. Still on security matters, the Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun is commending President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda as the Nigeria Police Force continues to witness investment in manpower, logistics and welfare towards building a more responsive and people-oriented police force. The IGP, represented by AIG Zone 6, made the declaration at the passing out parade ceremony 2022 and 2023 Batch B recruit constable intake at the police training school Odukpani, Cross River State. Volleyball has more.
The arrival of the special guest of honor, IGP Egbetokun, represented by AIG Zone 6, signals the commencement of the passing out parade of 2022-2023 Batch B intake recruit constables as he proceeds to review the parade. The IGP charges the 693 recruit constables from Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Rivers, Bayelsa and Benue states, having spent 6 months undergoing police basic training, including general police duty in protection of lives and property, ethical values, practical field operations, among others, to translate knowledge gained to better the society.
Thanking the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic, Asuwaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for making it possible for the recruitment exercise in this number of 10,000, another 10,000, and directing also for the injection of another 30,000 in a few years to come.
I urge you to serve the country selflessly and with discipline.
A disciplined policeman is always obedient, loyal, dedicated, hardworking, courteous, and smartly turned out.
Make yourself friendly to the communities where you are going to be deployed to.
Awards were presented to the best performing recruits in different categories.
The basic tenet of community policing.
In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
And from the legislature comes a report that the bill seeking to regulate scrap metal business in Akwa Ibom State has passed second reading in the State House of Assembly. The bill, sponsored by a member representing Okobo State constituency, will prohibit any individual or company from engaging in scrap metal business without obtaining a valid license from the Akwa Ibom State Environmental Protection and Waste Management Agency. Nsika Okun reports.
The bill, titled A Law to Regulate the Business of Scrap Metal Dealers and Similar Goods and for Other Matters Connected Therewith, is sponsored by member representing Okobo State constituency, Pius Bassi. Mr. Bassi says the bill is to empower the agency to monitor, inspect, and where necessary, close down unlicensed scrap sites operating within the state. The law also mandates scrap dealers to verify the identity of suppliers, keep proper record of transactions, and display their licenses at all business locations.
By introducing a robust regulatory system to this bill, we are not only protecting public infrastructure and reduce crime, but we are also supporting the growth of a legitimate and sustainable scrap metal industry that contributes to environmental conservation and economic development.
Some lawmakers comment on the developments.
Scrap dealers continue criminal activities in a corridor that is linked to various issues mentioned, including theft, vandalism. A typical example, Mr. Speaker, is the new ring road constructed by the United Power Administration. Mr. Speaker, if you enter that road now, it's an eyesore. This is because most of the time the police find themselves in want of law to charge most of these scrap dealers. I'm believing that for my colleague to bring this law, the police will not have any excuse again.
If we don't set a legal framework to checkmate the activities, to ensure that they don't carry out criminal activities, to even ensure that we can pick from the 1.5 billion naira annually business that is in the scrap country. We can't do that without a legal framework.
The moment the law is accepted, it will give a very legal framework that if you are not a registered member, you will not. And so if you see somebody on our street or nearby at home, you will ask to know whether that person is registered.
I am totally in support of this very important bill. And regulating these scrap collectors will help us to make the criminal activities in our state.
The Speaker of Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Udemoto, commended the sponsor and co-sponsors of the bill and directed that the bill be sent to the House Committee on Environment for in-depth study.
We are allowed to regulate the businesses of scrap metal dealers and similar goods and to other matters connected. They will read the second time, and Committee on Environment go and work on this bill and report to this House in 1 month's time.
Nsikak Okon, NTA News.
We pause here for a break. To be back shortly. Please stay.
Children's Summit 2025.
NTA Uye, your dependable station, is organizing the 2025 Children's Summit, a speech-making event for pupils and students in both public and private schools.
The theme for this year's event is renewable energy, critical need for industrialization and sustainable development.
Date 23rd October 2025.
Venue Civil Service Auditorium, Idongeset Nkanga Secretariat, Uyo.
Time 10 a.m. prompt. Participating schools should register the programs department. We are grateful to Dr. Glory Edit, founder, Mary Slezak Akanfuglo Foundation. Most sponsors are welcome. For inquiry, call.
Children's Summit, promoting healthy competition among school children.
Safety is everybody's business, whether on our roads, homes or offices. But achieving maximum safety everywhere is more than just mentioning. Tune into the program Safety and Security Watch, a live studio phone-in program on NTA Channel 12 for you, your dependable station on StarTimes Channel 103, and our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube for highlights, updates, and tips on safety matters by the professionals every Friday by 10:30 a.m. Safety and Security Watch. Safety first.
You're welcome back, and now to the rest of our stories. Nigerians have been advised to always go back to their roots to see how they can assist their people live better lives, because charity, they say, begins at home. Member representing Sratai in the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Prince Anefiok Atta, gave this advice while inaugurating an educational support program organized by Neobong Samuel at QIC Primary School, Okoron Nsrata local government area of Akwa Ibom State. John Paul Alumona has more.
The educational support program initiated by Chief Iniobong John Samuel, popularly known as Odogu Malaysia, was necessitated by his desire to support the rise agenda of the state government through education and to alleviate the sufferings of the peoples in 7 primary schools in Nsrata local government area. The coordinator of the program, Michael Isayen, knows that education is the bedrock of every society as it shapes the future of the children, builds strong communities, and secures lasting development for the people.
He's a content creator, a movie producer, and a philanthropist. For him to feel like coming back to give back to society where he came from, he's a king of joy. I'm very happy to be part and parcel of this today. And I pray that God will continue to bless him.
Member representing Nsrata State constituency in the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Prince Enefio Kata, described the gesture as unprecedented, noting that the initiative has lifted lots of burdens on him and other stakeholders from the area.
We are proud of where we come from. You should be able to come, whatever contribution we can have, you come and add to your people. You understand? Create that environment to be comfortable. I used to buy rice and
it's a reflection of the shared vision we all have. On behalf of the Akwa Ibom State government and the entire Ministry of Education, I extend our deepest appreciation.
The royal fathers from the area and other stakeholders commended the donor and advised the benefiting schools to take good care of the facilities provided. The donor, Chief Iniobong Samuel, says whenever he was driving through the school, he used to see little children struggling to cut grasses, hence his provision of grass cutting machines, books, bags, water bottles, sharpeners, among others, to help the children.
Today is something that I've been always planning, I've been dreaming to do. And so much thank God that today I make it reality. Not by my power, but by the power of grace of God. I want to say thank you very much. And I also want every other people to also learn from this. You know, we have traveled, we have been exposed. When we see good things, let us see how to bring it home. I'm going to make sure that we will be paying someone who's going to be handling this machine monthly, at least with a sum of 50,000 naira for the 7 schools each month.
I thank God the Kumar, I say may God give you wisdom, may God give you and may God give you. I say may God continue to give you long life. What you want, let God give you.
God should give him the strength, the ability to carry this thing forward and forward.
We have seen the probable condition of the school, and we believe that these children are not strong enough to be doing this in themselves. So we are very happy.
Items very well, nothing can touch this. We will give you the details of Medam Central School. We appreciate this program, and we pray that the Lord continue to bless him, enlarge his business, and continue to help him to do more.
The items donated are 7 grass cutting machines, about 4,000 exercise books, school bags, water bottles, sharpeners, pens, among others. From Nsrata local government area, John Paul Alumona, NTA News.
We pause again for more commercials to be back shortly. Please stay.
Water is life. Aqua Cardinale Water provides the highest quality drinking water. Aqua Cardinale Water is owned by the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, produced and packaged by Cadisem Enterprises Nigeria. It is available in 19 liters dispenser jar, 60 cl sachet, 50 cl and 75 cl table water. Visit Aqua Cardinale Water at number 34 Dominic Utuk Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Drink Aqua Cardinale Water, certified by NAFDAC and Standard Organization of Nigeria. Call 0903-288-2958. Aqua Cardinale Water. Drink pure. Stay healthy.
CY Best Electronics. Awesome, great, and indeed a finesse among the best quality electronics of all brands of television and smart television sets ranging from 19 to 66 inches, compact disc, DVD players, home theater sets, and soundbar music systems. What about extension wires and accessories, AV, HDMI, auxiliary cables, TV guard and surge protectors, wall brackets, DVD mounts, and wall shelves? These and more at CY Best Electronics, 30 Nepal Line Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For inquiries and order, please call 0803 599 7564, 0808 556 3469, or 0802 685 0027. CY Best Electronics. God is love.
You're welcome back to the remaining part of our stories. Indigenous language, an integral part of culture and tradition, is facing gradual decline, especially among the younger generation. While many young people now lean towards the English language and Pidgin, what is the fate of these indigenous languages when they go into extinction? Emediong Etiminde special report tells us more on the need to promote the mother tongue.
The ability to speak the local language in recent times among people, especially the younger generation, is gradually fading away, raising concerns about cultural preservation and what may have given rise to this trend.
Because I have not been to places where they really coach me with Ibibio language. My parents normally speak English with us at home. They only speak Ibibio with us occasionally.
We use English because some of us, most of us, are conversant with English because some of us are not from here. Okay. Some of us are from the Igbo side, and so we have to communicate with English, some of us.
While some young persons admit they cannot speak their local language at all, others struggle to speak. Some persons share their thoughts on ways to promote learning the mother tongue, urging that more attention be given to indigenous languages in our community.
Ibibio language.
Okay, why do you speak Ibibio language?
Because Ibibio help us understand ourselves. When you speak Ibibio language, which is our cultural language, you easily understand what they are saying. If the government strictly allow teachers teach in Ibibio language or our cultural language, students will easily understand what they are being taught because this enables free understanding during the lectures.
You identify with your culture, it shows that you know where you come from, and it gives you the prestige to speak comfortably wherever you are. Of course, I'm a very proud son of Anna. Of course, what am I trying to say? I'm always happy when I speak my language. Wherever I go, I speak my native language, and I encourage children around me to speak their local language.
Some parents also express their support to encourage the younger generation to speak their local language, as it remains a vital part of culture and identity that should not be lost to English language.
When you don't speak your language, first of all, it therefore means that you don't value your culture. For example, in the morning, you tell them to tell you, Amesere, meaning good morning, So a child will ask you, what's the meaning of Amesere? You tell the child, it means good morning. And the child will ask you, okay, what should be my response? You say, Ameserende. That doesn't stop the child from knowing English.
Advice to parents is that they should teach the children at home to speak their language. Maybe the next person they will understand the language she's speaking will be of assistance to the child.
The parents at home should teach the children how to speak the language. For instance, they should help them to know how to call the names of things like peso, udang, plate, usan, spoon, ikbang, like those things, so that when they come to school, they will be able to cope and be able to understand and learn it and understand it perfectly.
The future of indigenous languages, however, rests on the choices made by today's generation, whether to abandon it or pass it on with pride to the next generations. Emediong Etim, NTA News.
Since the ban on the operation of commercial motorcyclists in the city center of Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, tricycles, popularly known as keke, have become the primary means of transportation. However, there is a disturbing trend where keke riders now attach additional seats to carry more passengers, thereby increasing risk of accidents and raising safety concerns. Etenoy Banga takes it from here.
Tricycle business is highly competitive and riders feel pressure to carry more passengers to be ahead of other competitors. This competition has led to a situation where many are willing to compromise on safety to increase their earnings.
Before now, tricycle riders in Uyo Metropolis conveyed 3 passengers at the back and 1 passenger in the front seat. This trend has been ongoing for a very long time, but many have changed the pattern in recent times, attributing the trend to economic pressures. With an extended seating pattern that accommodates 2 passengers in front alongside the rider and 3 behind, these operators attribute this development to the rising cost of living, hike in fuel prices and high maintenance costs, and for the commercial tricycle operators, they must break even in the face of harsh realities.
We carry the passengers and we also collect money based on how we buy fuel. Nobody cheats each others.
Many of us rely on tricycles to support our families and ourselves, although the state government does not condone overloading. For some commuters, this overloading practice is raising concerns, and the Federal Road Safety Commission (FRSC) views this trend as a safety risk, calling for stricter enforcement of traffic laws to prevent overloading.
Apart from carrying 2 passengers or 3 or more than 2 in front, there's also their habit of driving against traffic, more particularly on those express ends where they ought not to be. The use of mobile court, that is the only option we are deploying now. We have done it in this axis to this road back end. So we are now, in fact, we have mapped out this will be a total deployment for that purpose across Uyo City.
The Akwa Ibom State government also frowns at the trend and aims to maintain sanity in the transport sector and protect the safety of road users. As residents and commuters hope for a change of narrative in the recklessness of commercial keke riders in Uyo and the state, there's hope that the root causes of overloading will be addressed urgently, while self-transportation practices will be encouraged to drastically reduce the carnage experienced on Nigerian roads. In Uyo, Etienne Ibanga, NTN News.
On that note, we end the English segment of our news this morning. And now it's time for the news translation with Abasanyanga Ikpenyo. Have a very good day.
Mone kong mong ekoto Nigerian Navy siyong mono wu heke karisang meke san neku kat efek. Ufagut mo bombe state mi enam nut marikan bo kemmon se inam bo ekoto ayon konde mesene nyang yo kenwet. Nkwete inye bang samila nongon di to fong wet ken ko ka nsra time bo se kamekang wet kemfon. Kangin mi komin se kamine yim ki yon kire abasenya ekbeyon ko membok sini ba sinem mbogo nam ediyon ke me wane kong mmong ediyon kente Nigerian Navy esiyon we fraba ke ukat ame mon ame emomo wo ken kanobo ke ediyon kente kidnapper ke sinemmo ke ini eke kaga isang kemmong ekoto Calabar Aron Maritime Route adogo mmong adiana keke die State Cross River ye Akwa Ibom nko mone ke kari sanga mi ke sanga mpo isanga koto Sea Express Transport Company ke usene fyonge da pition ofyong socket iswami ke ini mpo ntape mi akara titie ado isang eke kpongwa kalaba di karon mi mono wo siki sne ke ubomo me mpo ntape mi akara titie ado ibara wo edap medwo kembong fen menam du bege ke ngwanda udwai ko tu dwai but ese me ke banga ntarampo amesa memmo sia ewu udwami ammo ebo ke di namami abene kambanta udwa asok du bege mo anyonam wem asong no mono wo kebio yaki kubo yombo ito kombok ni
Mbontu dwai fang ke dem ko mbie nyam mu dwai but mi emaise yo yine misat se ananga dodo ammo emaise nyam kpo enyong eni se dan enwam ubuno mo ado se mai ke di wuru ado mkpo ibaga danga ke baba nanu song mo ta bo ke mi mo imi wo iti ekusong ado nsari su dwai bororo inyam kpo ubaga we bo ke nkomekpi no no mi mo fightie ke aya song edi mana ntongo kufa mana nke tongo nyampo mbogo sokori ando bo kibono mieso ke kaiso esi me no kara ebo ya ukara iri no mimo o fighti nkomo gberodie imane nam yang mimo ikani ni uwe mmo
engine kiti ti agu rai bo ke nyampo e ma go mele la e de si ngone tom de bwa nde ne we ka ere ni pona ni ba ri ti ami ko ri dom ni ri ti ami ide ya ti ami ma do se ni ka me di ampo ni ami megbe go mo ba ya ti no iba no rwa e ka me di ampo mi ro ndo e no nu bo ku tum
to ge di wuru rwa mi ni ti ese ni ti nyam po ba me so yon code governor kwa Ibo state pastor mo no mbo ya yeri nwam nyan mbo ki ba ne bo no ku song ami se nyong va fere nyam e fan mbo se go va fere iti ba ba se nyam ida nge se ge ba ku rwa mo we mai si to ri bom va fere de men ge ya ni ya yendi tommi ida ami ude be ke se ge ko ri rwa ri bana nyan ri ge ba ude be ri ngo ga yurwa mfen
mi kombok entie esoke kaise namdu ngomba gatoro ediongo me isongo mi ari songo karadanga no songo wetang me nsine kidontak ewuto urwaro miku yo utebe achibo akombok entie
kangin tembong ngin kibibio atrido so songo ke mkwangotong minke abasenya ikmeyo tutumbubeyo